If you've noticed your legs feeling weaker lately, struggling to climb stairs, or catching yourself holding onto furniture just to stand up, this could be the most important video you'll watch this year. Because what's happening isn't just getting old. It's something doctors call sarcopenia, and it's stealing your independence faster than you think. But here's what shocked me as a surgeon. The fix isn't more exercise. It's what you're not eating. And by the end of this video, you'll know the exact foods that can rebuild muscle strength, even if you're 75, 85, or 90 years old. Let me tell you about Robert. He's 68. 2 years ago, he could spend hours in his garden, pruning roses, hauling bags of mulch, kneeling to plant tomatoes. He loved it. Then one morning, standing up from his armchair took 3 tries. His legs felt heavy, unstable, like they weren't his anymore. He went to his doctor, who glanced at his chart and said, "That's just aging, Robert. It happens to everyone." But here's what that doctor didn't mention. A 2023 study from the Journal of the American Medical Association found that after age 60, we lose between 3 and 5% of our muscle mass every decade, unless we intervene. Robert's legs felt hollow, like they couldn't support his own weight. His daughter noticed he stopped going to church because he was afraid of the steps. Here's what nobody tells you. Your muscles aren't disappearing because you're old. They're starving. And what they're hungry for isn't what you'd expect. Most seniors eat enough food, but not enough of this. I'm talking about protein. And here's the kicker. Older bodies need more protein than younger ones, not less. According to a 2022 study published in Clinical Nutrition, seniors who consumed less than 25 grams of protein per meal lost twice as much leg strength over 3 years compared to those who hit that target. Twice as much. Let me tell you about Patricia. She's 73. She thought she was eating well. Oatmeal with banana for breakfast, vegetable soup for lunch, a side salad with dinner. But when we sat down and calculated her actual protein intake, she was getting only 40 grams for the entire day. Her body was cannibalizing her own muscles just to function. Within 6 weeks of changing her breakfast alone, adding eggs and Greek yogurt, she could walk to her mailbox without stopping to rest. She cried when she told me. But here's the thing. Timing matters more than you think. Because eating protein the wrong way can waste half its power. Here's where it gets fascinating. A 2021 study from the University of Arkansas found that seniors who front-loaded their protein at breakfast retained 30% more muscle mass than those who ate most of their protein at dinner. 30%. Margaret is 81. For years she started every day the same way. Toast with jam, orange juice, maybe a banana. Her legs shook when she stood. She had to brace herself against the counter just to make coffee. Her physical therapist told her to try something different. Add just 2 eggs and a cup of Greek yogurt to her breakfast. That's it. Within 3 weeks, Margaret noticed her thighs felt firmer when she walked. By week 8, she climbed down her basement stairs to do laundry without holding the railing. For the first time in 4 years. She told me it felt like her body woke up. But here's what shocked even me as a surgeon. It's not just about eating protein. It's about eating the right type. Because there's one amino acid that acts like rocket fuel for aging muscles. It's called leucine. And according to a 2023 study in the Journal of Nutrition, seniors need 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine per meal to trigger muscle protein synthesis, the actual process that builds muscle. Without enough leucine, your body can't use the protein you eat. It's like putting gas in a car with no ignition. Nothing happens. So which foods are highest in leucine? Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, chicken breast, almond, whey protein. Just 1 cup of Greek yogurt has 2.5 grams of leucine. Let me tell you about James. He's 87. He started adding a single scoop of whey protein to a morning smoothie with frozen berries and almond milk. His daughter told me that within 9 weeks, he went from needing help getting out of the car to walking into the grocery store on his own, pushing the cart, choosing his own groceries, standing in line without leaning. He looked at me during his checkup and said, "I got my dignity back." I'll never forget that. But there's one more piece of the puzzle most doctors don't mention. Turns out, protein alone isn't enough. A 2022 study from the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology found that 70% of seniors are vitamin D deficient. And without vitamin D, your muscles can't absorb protein efficiently. They can't rebuild. They can't strengthen. Linda is 76. She was doing everything right. Eating 90 grams of protein daily, staying active, drinking water. But she still felt weak. Her legs still wobbled. Her doctor finally checked her vitamin D level. It was 18. Normal is 30 to 50. She started taking 2000 IU of vitamin D3 every morning and eating more fatty fish like salmon and mackerel. Within a month, her grip strength improved by 40%. She could open jars again, carry her groceries, hold her granddaughter's hand without feeling fragile. Harvard research shows that seniors with optimal vitamin D levels have a 33% lower risk of falls and fractures. 1/3 lower. So here's what this all means for you. You don't need expensive supplements or a gym membership. Here's the exact eating pattern that can rebuild leg strength at any age. Breakfast. 25 to 30 grams of protein with leucine. That's 2 eggs plus a cup of Greek yogurt. Or a protein smoothie with whey, spinach, and berries. Lunch. Another 25 to 30 grams. Grilled chicken, baked fish, or cottage cheese with vegetables and olive oil. Dinner. Another 25 to 30 grams. Salmon, lean beef, turkey, or lentils with quinoa. Daily vitamin D3. 2000 IU. Or 20 minutes of sunlight on your arms and legs. Hydration. 8 glasses of water. Dehydration weakens muscles too. Here's the timeline most people experience. Week 1 to 2. Less fatigue when standing. Easier to get out of chairs. Week 3 to 4. Walking feels lighter. Balance improves. Stairs feel manageable again. Week 6 to 8. Visibly stronger legs. Fewer aches. More confidence moving around. Remember Robert, the man from the beginning who couldn't stand up from his chair? He's 70 now. He walks 2 miles every morning. He coaches Little League on weekends. All because he changed what he ate. But there's one myth I need to bust before we finish. People think you need heavy weightlifting to build muscle after 60. Not true. A 2023 study in Age and Aging found that seniors who ate adequate protein and did simple resistance exercises like chair squats, wall push-ups, or resistance bands gained just as much strength as people going to the gym 5 days a week. Even if you haven't exercised in years, combining this eating plan with gentle movement can reverse years of muscle loss. Eleanor is 92. She does wall push-ups in her hallway. Seated leg lifts while she watches Jeopardy. She eats scrambled eggs and cottage cheese every single day. Last month, she stood through her great-grandson's entire baptism ceremony. She hadn't been able to stand that long in a decade. Her son sent me a photo. She's beaming. So here's what I want to know. If changing your breakfast could give you 10 more years of independence, of playing with grandkids, traveling, living on your own terms, would you do it? Or would you rather accept that weak legs are just part of aging? Drop a comment below and tell me. What's the one thing you're going to change about your breakfast tomorrow? I read every single comment. Because aging is inevitable. But losing your strength, that's optional.